Alright, so I got a lot of comments in my last video about trading from people saying that they got scammed, and personally I got scammed once in my life back when I didn't know anything about trading and how the trading mechanic works in game. So it hadn't occurred to me how many people get scammed, and so now that I see that there's a problem, I want to make this video to educate people and prevent more people from getting scammed. So basically one piece of advice that all of these things that I'm about to tell you revolve around is just being careful and not letting your guard down while trading. So the first scam I want to discuss is the one where the scammer makes a post with a very too good to be true kind of offer just to get your attention, and then once you DM them to say that you want to trade with them or you got the item that they wanted, they send you a suspicious link and then they ask you, is this the post that you saw? Now if you don't know what you're doing, you might be eager to click that link, but I can't stress this enough. Don't click links that people send you on trading sites or in general people that you want to trade with that you don't know. Don't click on links that they send you, because chances are they're just trying to scam you. They might have set up a fake Steam page just to get you to give them your login info, but also there's a bunch of things that they could do to you and a bunch of things that they can get from you just from you clicking that link. So make sure to never click links that people give you, because that's one very popular scamming method, and yeah, that's all about that one. Next scamming method is the one where they say that they have a titanium white item that you wanted or a crimson red item that you wanted, and once you go and try to do the trade, at first they really add the item that you want, but just when you're about to click OK, they might send you a message just to distract you, or they might not care enough to do that, or maybe they think you're stupid enough to fall for the scam without them doing that. But anyways, all it comes down to is the fact that they're gonna swap that item for a gray item in case you're trying to get a titanium white one, or in case you're trying to get a crimson red one, they're gonna swap it for a burnt sienna, and they're gonna pray that you don't notice it. Sometimes it might also add some extra items and say, oh, this is a gift from me to you, thank you for your service and shit like that. And the reason they might do that is because that will make it a little bit harder for you to see the item being swapped. And yeah, for this one, before you press accept, every single time you need to keep your eyes peeled, you need to look at the trade, you need to make sure that you're trading for the correct items at all times. And even after I press accept, I always look at the trade like 50 times before the trade is actually completed, especially when I'm trading for very expensive items like a titanium white octane or a titanium white fennec or a titanium white dominus and shit. I'm really not trying to get scammed, so yeah, just be careful, do what I told you, keep your eyes peeled, and you're gonna be just fine. Next technique that I've seen, but it's not very popular anymore because it doesn't work as well as other methods, so they've kind of cut down on this one, but in case you encounter it, just be ready for this. There was this trend where people would say that they're a YouTuber, they'd say their YouTube channel was called 300 IQRL, and they tell you they're trying to make a video where they're giving you free items, but first you have to give them a very expensive item for free, and then they're gonna give it back and give you the free item that you are gonna win from the video. That's BS, of course, but they're gonna say, oh bro, you can look up my channel on YouTube, it's called 300 IQRL, and once you search that up, you're gonna find a channel with a bunch of fake videos, and there's gonna be a bunch of videos that are supposed to be part of the giveaway series. So they do try to make it a little bit believable, but at the same time, just don't believe that shit. Even if someone who appears to be like Sunless Khan or Musty, someone that you know you can't trust, comes to you and says, I'm trying to make a video where I give away free stuff, but first you're gonna have to give me your item for free. Don't do that shit, because chances are it's just an impersonator. So yeah, don't fall for that, and we're gonna move to the next one. So the next one is the YouTube thumbnail scam. Now here's how this works. So some random person comes to you and says, I'm trying to make a YouTube video and I need some help with a thumbnail. I'm gonna give you some items if you help me with a thumbnail. And basically what he wants for the thumbnail is for you to open a trade window with them, put in a bunch of your stuff and press accept. And he's gonna say, bro, there's no problem, you're just gonna press cancel before the trade completes, so there's no problem there. I just needed to look like you accepted it for the thumbnail. And that's BS, because once you press accept, this person is gonna flood you with game invites or messages, so the part of the screen where the cancel button is gonna be covered with stuff overlaying it, so you're not gonna be able to press cancel and ultimately just get scammed. Don't be very gullible. The sad truth when it comes to trading is that everyone is out to get you. So anyways, the next scam I want to talk about is one very complex scam that somebody managed to get one of my friends with, and I've only seen it happen to that guy, but yeah, just listen to this and you're gonna be amazed at how much thought this guy put into this just to scam people for like 400 credits and shit. So there was this guy who had a post on RL Garage that said he would give 600 credits for a titanium white striker uncommon item, which wasn't worth shit, but this guy made that post, so it seemed like it was easy money if you had that item. So that was a very specific kind of item. It had a very specific certification and a very specific color, and of course it was a specific type of uncommon item. So my friend who got scammed, of course he didn't have that item, so he looked for people who were selling that item on our garage, and he found this dude who was selling the item for 400 credits, and he said, alright, it's overpay for an uncommon item, but at the same time I'm gonna sell it for 600 credits, so I'm gonna make profit in the end. And he bought that item for 400 credits only to get instantly blocked by the other guy who was supposedly buying it for 600. So basically the guy who was selling it for 400 credits was the same guy who said he was buying it for 600, and he had just made a different account on our garage to make it seem like it was a different person. And yeah, that was a whole scam. That was definitely the most creative scam that I've seen so far. But yeah, you know about that one now, so you should be able to recognize when shit like that is happening and just not fall for that. Next scam I'm gonna discuss is the error message scam. Now this one is a weird one because the main reason people do this one is because they think there is a glitch in the trading system in the game that they can exploit to get your items without giving you credits. So when you're trying to sell an item, you might find people who are trying to do this one, but I don't think it works. I don't think there's a glitch. I don't think there's a glitch at all. It's just a rumor, and that's why I've never got scammed by this one, because they do something that triggers an error message to pop up once the trade's been completed, and every single time this happens you just get your items back. The trade doesn't happen, so that's usually just gonna cost you your time and it's gonna be pretty annoying. But there's times when this happens and it's not somebody trying to scam you. So basically, if you invite somebody to a trade and they invite you at the same time before your invite reaches them, it's gonna trigger that error once one of you accepts the invite and opens the trade window. So you just invite the guy to a trade again and you get it done. That's about it regarding this one. So now, last but not least, I want to talk about trusting friends with items on Rocket League. So if you want to give an item to a friend as a gift, go for it. But if somebody says they want to borrow something from you, or if you yourself want to lend something to a friend, in the case that you met your friend online and the only way you can contact them is through the internet, you're gonna have to consider the item gone, because say you guys fall off, or you forget that you lended that item to them, or maybe the other person forgets that they have your item, it's gone. There's no way you're getting it back. And worst case scenario, your friend is just not a very good friend and they're fucking leech. In that case, it's best that you find out sooner or later that they're not a very good friend and cut them off. But still, I say that you should give an item to a friend only if you know him IRL, because if the guy steals your item, you can just beat his ass. So yeah, that was all the advice that I had to give regarding getting scammed in Rocket League. So hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like. That really helped my channel a lot in the long run. So subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more content by me. Leave a comment down below if you want to tell me anything about the video. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. Peace.
2006, all these diamonds dancing on my fucking neck, cost like 4 bricks. Ain't no way that I be toting on that strap, don't make no sense. He $1 million nigga, but be posted in the bricks. It make no sense, yeah, it make no sense, no.